Holla holla, Claudina9 here, and today we're discussing 15 facts you never knew about Ever After High. It's the most fabulous fashion doll you've ever seen. Ever After High is the high school for the sons and daughters of famous fairy tales, known as the sistering brand to Monster High. But did you know Ever After High was originally going to be a school for witches? How about this limited edition Apple White doll with metal jewelry? Or the fact writers for Ever After High confirmed these two characters are part of the LGBTQ community. And is that the real reason why the line was discontinued? We're breaking down 15 facts you never knew about Ever After High. I am so excited to announce that I have started up a Patreon where you can get exclusive access to behind the scenes videos that just never made it to YouTube, or some of the videos that got deleted. You all have asked for it for years, and I am starting up the Clawsip podcast. Plus, you can further support my channel by checking out this collection of jewelry I've been curating the past few months. While these are open source jewelry, they include custom Claudina packaging, and I'm hoping with the money I earn from this drop, I can afford to make some custom merch in the future. You can join and become part of the Claw community today, link in the description. Before we get started, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, turn on notifications, and subscribe so you never miss the tea on the toys you love. Now, let's dive in. True Love's Kiss. Fact number 1 is arguably the most controversial. Darling and Apple White's just CPR or a kiss? It's been a debate among fans for years, with some fans saying it's obviously a kiss and others saying they're just friends and it's only CPR. Well, the writers for Ever After High have responded on Twitter, and we have answers on the truth. For context, Ever After High has been known as a queer-coded franchise. There's no denying the subtle romantic tension between Gingerbread House and the White Knight during the Spring Unsprung special. But Ever After cranks this up a notch during Dragon Games when Apple takes a bite of the evil queen's poison apple, which sends her into the death sleep. Following her memorial, Apple is seen gasping for air as though she's merely choking, to which Darling Charming's nightly senses tingle as she sprints over, listens to Apple's chest, and performs what appears to be CPR, or a magical kiss. Once the two characters' lips touch, a magical burst of light emits and Apple awakens. Fans debate on whether this is just CPR or if Darling is destined to be Apple's one true love. Little indicators point that this is a queer-coded moment. Not only does Apple never cough up the remnants of the poison apple, and a magical burst happens when the two characters have mouth-to-mouth, but a funny joke is made when Apple says, "Did Daring save me?" as everyone awkwardly looks around. No one tells Apple that Darling is the one who woke her. Notably, in Way to Wonderland, it seems animators were setting up for these two characters' companionship, as there's several scenes with Darling and Apple one-on-one or side-by-side. Well, now we have confirmation. On Twitter, Safasita tweeted, @ShadyPetoskey. Correct me if I'm wrong, but is it true you helped write Ever After High Dragon Games? And if yes, can I ask a question, please? Shady Petoskey responded, "Yeah, what's up?" Which was followed by, "I was wondering, are Darling and Apple, like, actually true loves?" Shady responded, "Yes, every kids show I've written is super gay." There you have it. Apple and Darling were written to be true loves by the authors of the story. But is this the real reason why the line was discontinued? We'll discuss the shocking reason why Ever After was discontinued later in this video, so keep on watching. Page ripping. Fact number 2. The Ever After High logo is actually a character at Ever After High. The original Ever After High logo features the silhouette of a female presenting character with what appears to be a cloak. The silhouette was featured on lots of Ever After High merchandise and is seen in the intro of the theme song. Well, in the movie Way to Wonderland, it's revealed that this silhouette is none other than Brooke Page, a pun on Book Page, who is the daughter of the narrators. Brooke Page was first introduced in the book The Unfairest of Them All, and then in the movie Spring Unsprung. Much like the plot of Ever After, which is about choosing your own destiny, Brooke rebels against the rules of being a narrator by making the story play out as she sees fit. She uses her powers as narrator to rewind the scenes, change the weather, or help characters reach their resolution. Unlike her parents, who merely narrate the story, Brooke considers the students of Ever After High friends she actually cares about. Fact number 3. These two characters are related. Briar Beauty, who is one of Ever After High's original core 4 characters, also daughter of Sleeping Beauty, is the cousin to Rosabella Beauty, who is daughter of Beauty and the Beast. In Ever After High, Beauty from Beauty and the Beast is the sister to Sleeping Beauty. However, while the two are cousins, they aren't very close, as Rosabella's father, the Beast, and Briar's father don't get along very well. Since Briar's dad is a prince monster hunter who loves heroic adventures and slaying monsters, he can't get over the fact Rosabella's dad was a beast in the past. Talk about awkward family dinners. Number 4. Applewhite needs glasses. Though she rarely wears them, it was revealed with the Applewhite fainting couch playset that Applewhite wears glasses. Mattel released this promotional image of the fainting couch in which Apple wears her glasses while browsing her laptop. And on the back of the box for the couch, we can see Apple holding her glasses, emphasizing a secret hiding spot she hides her glasses in. Years later, in the Ever After High room to study, Applewhite doll was released. This was the first Applewhite doll to include Apple actually wearing her glasses. What do you think? Do you prefer Apple with or without her glasses? Number 5. One of a kind. Full photos of this limited edition doll have never been revealed, but Mattel created a high-quality, limited edition, one-of-a-kind Applewhite doll which features real jewelry elements such as metallic rings, earrings, pearl necklaces, and even a metal bag. Talk about collector quality. This highly detailed doll was auctioned off for charity, and her whereabouts are completely unknown. Number 6. Birthdays. On the Ever After High website, there are cards you can collect which include different facts about each character, including their birthdays. If you're a sucker for star signs, here's a breakdown of each character. Applewhite is a Taurus, Ashlyn Ella is a Libra, and fun fact, her birthday is one day before mine. Blondylocks, who is a Virgo, Briar Beauty, who is a Leo, C.A. Cupid, who is an Aquarius, Cedarwood is a Pisces, Cerise Hood is a Scorpio, Duchess Swan is a Taurus, Hunter Huntsman is a Pisces, Lizzie Hartz is a Capricorn, Madeline Hatter is a Gemini, Poppy and Holly O'Hare are Geminis, and finally, Raven Queen, who is a Sagittarius. Number 7. Privilege. Applewhite in Raven Queen's dorm room is the largest at Ever After High. According to the card shared on Ever After High's website, a little known fact about Applewhite's dorm room is that it's the largest room reserved for students with epic stories. Talk about privilege. Another fun fact on the cards and animated series, while most students live in the same dorm room as their parents did, Raven Queen's mother actually lived in Briar Beauty's dorm room. Interestingly though, Raven revealed she'd be rooming with Maddie before Apple had this switch so Raven would room with her. But Briar's roommate is Ashlyn, so regardless of Apple switching plans, Raven was never going to room in the same dorm room as her mom. We haven't forgotten to discuss the drama surrounding Ever After High getting canceled. Keep your eyes on the screen because we're dishing out on that in just a moment. Number 8. Crossover cues. There's been many different hints and tellings of Monster High and Ever After High's crossover, but did you know the movie 13 Wishes by Monster High is where it all began? During one of the first scenes of 13 Wishes, we can see the Mad Hatter's hat, Applewhite's apple, and the Evil Queen's magic mirror in the attic. But more directly, Giles Grimm of the Brothers Grimm, who was actually the reason Wisp is created in the first place after he interferes with one of the wishes of the Finder and influences her to wish Gigi to have a friend. This parallels Wisp's nature of influencing the Finder by whispering in their ear. Number 9. Applewhite's hair. It's been subject to controversy that Applewhite is daughter of Snow White yet has platinum blonde hair, yet her mother is known for having ebony locks. Admittedly, Apple is insecure about this. However, it seems Apple is designed after the Brothers Grimm version of Snow White's story. In the story Snow White and Red Rose by the Brothers Grimm, Snow White actually has blonde hair, and seeing as the Brothers Grimm are headmasters of Ever After, it could be said that this was intentional. Number 10. Hundreds of dolls. Naturally, there are hundreds of Ever After High dolls to collect. Did I mention earlier that the first edition dolls were literally released over 3 times? But if our numbers are correct, there are approximately 197 Ever After High dolls, including re-releases. How many Ever After High dolls do you have? We are nowhere near completing our collection, but perhaps one day. Number 11. Queen All Around. For the franchise's dance line, Throne Coming, notably my favorite Ever After High line, it was marketed that you could cast your vote for Throne Coming Queen of the Throne Coming dance, following the Throne Coming movie. The winner was different for each country, but suitably to her last name, Queen, Raven Queen is Throne Coming Queen in America. Number 12. Magic powers. At first glance, it may seem like Raven Queen and Faye Belle are the only magical girls at Ever After. But did you know most Ever After High characters have a superpower known as a magic touch? Briar Beauty has the ability to hear things from miles away when she is asleep, and has a tendency to fall asleep at random times. However, this ability is never shown in the animated series. Melody Piper has the ability to hypnotize and control the movements of humans and creatures with music, and Ashlyn Ella has the ability to speak any language to any creature, such as pixies, dragons, and even plants. Number 13. Never After. Despite producing over 150 dolls, these 3 characters were never produced. He's seen in the intro theme song and has been a character since the very beginning, which would indicate plans to create a doll of him must have been discussed. Hopper Croakington, son of the Frog Prince, was never produced into a doll, along with Humphrey Dumpty, son of Humpty Dumpty, and Ramona Badwolf, who is Cerise Hood's sister. Number 14. Justice for Ever After. While I wish this fact had a happy ending, like an announcement that Ever After High is coming back, it's actually a happy beginning. Did you know Ever After High was released exclusively to Justice first? They weren't exclusive to Justice for very long. Justice was just given the right to release the dolls before other stores, as Justice carried an extensive line of licensed merchandise such as necklaces, earrings, hoodies, t-shirts, and shoes. Number 15. Ever After High was originally a line of witches. Yep, before Ever After High was created into the line of fairy tales, the talented and legendary toy designer Stephen Sumner revealed that prior to Ever After, the plan was to create a line of witch dolls to complement Monster High. This was canceled due to Bratzilla's coming out, and Stephen shared sketches of his concept for witch dolls, which was pitched to Mattel. While the witch line never came to fruition, you can see his influence in the birth of Ever After High's franchise. But how did all this lead to Ever After High getting discontinued? Well, as many of you know, it seems parents played a big role in the reboot of Monster High. Some people complained the dolls were too scary, so Mattel rebranded them to please parents. And while Ever After High did face some backlash following the CPR scene with Darling and Apple, it surprisingly didn't lead to why the brand was discontinued. Before Mattel produced Ever After High, they had originally designed Disney Descendants back in 2012. This was around the same time Ever After High was being developed, and Mattel's falling out with Disney by 2015 is largely what led to Ever After High's demise. You can learn more about this in my Ever After High cancellation video, but we've learned some more info since then. Based on these sketches, it seems originally Mattel was going to make Descendants a fashion doll line with different body types and heights. Originally, Evie was Eve, Carlos was Ella, Uma was Vanessa, Mal stayed relatively the same, and Celia was Felicia. This doll line was given to Hasbro to produce, and it ended up with the Disney Descendants we know today. And as an added bonus fact, courtesy of the creative, talented, and amazing artist Boots.Catlin on Instagram, is that in the Ever After High books, each character has different body types. In the book, Apple has a curvy figure with dimples. Briar Beauty is one of the tallest girls in their class. Cerise has broad shoulders and a muscular build. How cool would it have been if the dolls actually reflected that? You can check out more of Boots.Catlin's artwork on their new account at agito.jr, which features even more spectacular, mind-blowing illustrations. We have a few other facts up our sleeve that you can find out in the extended cut of this video on my Patreon. Link in the description to join the Clawmunity cult now. If you loved today's video, you'll love all my other videos discussing doll tea, so don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, turn on notifications, and subscribe so you never miss the tea on the toys you love. Thanks for watching. See ya!